Greetings, everyone. Welcome to a virtual tour of Calvary Christian School. We're happy that you're here to join us to get a look at what a day in the life looks like here at Calvary. We know that if you spend some time with us, you're going to fall in love with the place just as much as everyone who's already here. So why don't you come along and take a look at what we have to offer. So you're going to come in through the main entrance and you're going to be greeted by our receptionist, and that is the one secure entrance that we have for all of our visitors and all of our parents and anyone that comes through the school during the day. And in the main office, you're going to find many of our administrative staff. Our morning drop-off and pickup procedures are also driven by health and safety, and so we use 3 different entry points and 3 staggered times for each. Every morning, we go through our health and safety protocol check with every student before they leave their car and enter the building. When you head into the multi-purpose room, you're going to notice that there's a lot of activity in that room. The multi-purpose room is a place where we run our physical education for our pre-K through 8. It's also a place where we run our before care and we run our after care. And because it's a multi-purpose room, we will also utilize it for other functions such as elementary chapel, middle school chapel, and during a non-COVID year, it's also where we'll have our students gather for lunch. On the second floor is where you'll find our middle school as well as our upper elementary grades, 4th grade, 5th grade, and 6th through 8. And if you peer into one of our classrooms, you'll notice that the classroom desks are arranged the same way, pre-K through 8th grade. They are individual desks, each prepared with a plexiglass shield, which is the individual student's seat for the day. When the students are seated at those desks, they have the opportunity to take their masks off. And you'll also notice that around their desks is where their resources are located. And they're all individualized so that there is no sharing of resources and the students have access to their own supplies throughout the day. So in a non-COVID school year, we would typically run our art classes and our music classes in an art room and a music room. And so this year, in order to keep our students safe and healthy, we keep them in their classrooms, and those teachers push into the classrooms, meaning that they bring their supplies on a cart into the classrooms and they do their instruction in the classrooms with the students. So our music class and our art class is taught that way. Each classroom is equipped with a projector, and that projector is designed to hook into the teachers' laptops. They are also all equipped with a web camera. And the purpose of the web camera is so that if a student does need to stay home, we're able to virtually stream the class to the student at home, and they're able to feel like they're still part of the class, and they're able to receive the same instruction as those students who are here live and in person. The middle school all have access to Google Classroom as well, and the teachers are utilizing Google Classroom as a means to have a common area where all their assignments are posted and information about the class can always be found. So that's a quick look at our main building that houses our pre-K through 8th grade students. Now why don't we take a quick little drive up White Oak Lane and take a look at our high school building. So when you first enter the doors of Calvary Christian High School, you will be greeted by our receptionist in our reception area. Our morning drop-off takes place at 3 different locations in the building, all supervised by our current staff. But throughout the school day, there is only one main entry point that is secure at the front entrance. To the left, you'll notice that we have our student center. This is our multi-purpose room. During non-COVID years, that is also our cafeteria, but it's currently converted into a classroom, and it's set up in the same way as every other classroom, with individual desks, plexiglass dividers, where students are encouraged to wear their masks until they're seated, and at the time that they're seated, they are permitted to take their masks off. Each classroom also has a projector for the teacher to be able to project their technology in the classroom, and you'll see as you move up and down the hallways, all the recognition for our student athletes for our highly successful athletics program here at Calvary Christian High School. And one thing you may not see in our virtual tour is a gymnasium space or an athletics complex. That's because all of our practices take place off-site, some of which are property owned, some of which are property rented, but all housing our athletics programs. Of course, like every high school, One of our most popular times during the school day is lunch. Now, even though we don't have a cafeteria, our students don't go hungry. They either bring their lunch from home or they order lunch in advance through our external vendor. And when the weather cooperates, we do have a significant number of picnic benches out front where the students are able to eat outside and enjoy the weather. In this current time, with health and safety at the forefront, we've set up all of our classrooms very similarly, and the protocol is really very straightforward. The students are expected to wear their masks as they travel to and fro, in addition to wearing the masks as they enter their classroom space. But once they're seated behind their individually assigned desks, behind the plexiglass shields, students are permitted to take their masks off as long as they stay seated behind their shields. So that brings us to the end of our virtual tour of Calvary Christian School. I really want to thank you for joining us, and I want to encourage you, if you have any questions or you want to just dig a little deeper, go visit our website at ccsnj.net. That's ccsnj.net. And there you'll also find contact information that you can send an email or give us a call so we can answer any questions that you still have. So that's all. Thank you again for joining us, and God bless you.